Yo, 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 what up, everybody? It's yours truly, Mr. Lange, Team Wash Life. I'm gonna give it till 30 seconds to see if people jump in since it is a live video. We're gonna play it back, of course. But in the meantime, let me explain what I've done. Basically, we have a pure water reservoir on the truck, so we're not gonna bring the cart with us no more. So no more cart setup. That's a huge time investment. When you're doing window cleaning, the pure water window cleaning, you basically have a cart that you hook up to the water source, and then you hook it up to your window cleaning brush, and it purifies the water. But it's a pain in the ass dragging that thing out, hooking it all up, screwing everything together. It's a pain in the ass, huge time waster. And it's to the point, when you really look at things on smaller homes, it's faster to just do it traditionally than it is with the pulling out the cart. But now that's not the case. Now we can do pure water window cleaning, and it's gonna be faster than any other method. Pretty much have it set up. The only thing I have to do is hook a battery up to it, but everything is good. It's a very simple setup. So, basically it's a pure water reservoir and a little pump, little what's preferred is I think it's a 1.6 gallon a minute pump, but the smallest they had near me was, without going too small, was a 2.2, 100 psi. I got this concept, this idea from a guy named Troy Glandon. If you guys are into window cleaning or considering it, check out the Facebook group Pro Window Cleaning. In the search bar, you can search Troy Glandon, TroyGlandon. He puts out a lot of content, but I got this idea from him. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Let's see if I can just flip the screen. Super simple. Super simple. Literally, I bought, it's like not super thick plywood. It's like not super thin, but not super thick. I got 4 2x4s, so 4 8-foot length 2x4s, a piece of plywood, and I basically cut the plywood to length. I had to cut a little bit off of it, and I had to cut a little bit off the 2x4s, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 2x4s, and then the piece of wood. That's our base, right? Then the extra that I cut off the 2x4s, I screwed them down to the 2x4s that are in the base, so it's all 2x4s, and then I put these rings in there. That ratchet straps are going to go there to hold the tank down. Okay? And we got coming off the tank, coming off the bulkhead, 3/4 inch line. I really should put a filter in here just to be safe, but theoretically you wouldn't need one because it's just pure water in there. But you never know, and little debris get in there or whatever. So I should have like a little screen filter. I just didn't have one on handy, so I don't have a filter hooked up. But in the near future, I'll probably cut somewhere in line and insert a little strainer. But I got a little ball valve. It's just nice to have. Cut the ball valve that way, all that water isn't just built, isn't running through everything. Runs to our pump. So these were 1/2-inch threads coming off the pump. So I basically got a 1/2-inch coupler and then 1/2-inch threaded 3/4 inch barb. Now this is where I had to get really sketchy because, man, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you've built stuff. It gets to be a pain in the ass running around back and forth to the shop, to the store, just to realize you didn't have something that you thought you had or whatever. So I literally had to just screw this in. Basically, I just got the whip line going in here. And then, again, very last minute job. I am using 50 foot of high pressure line underneath this, which I didn't want to, but I just had it. Then I got another 50 foot of air hose. This is theoretically all you want is air hose is basically airline. You can get Keurig Tech or whatever, but it's 3/8. It's the same diameter as high pressure line, but you don't need the strength of a high pressure line because you're only going to be doing 100 psi, you know, at most. So a 50-foot section of that. I'll probably put another 50-foot section of this on. I got it in the truck. And then a 100-foot section air hose of this. And I just used couplers again to screw these together. These are, I think they're 1/4-inch threads, so 1/4-inch couplers to couple them together. I was going to just hack them off and use barbs, but then I couldn't reuse these as air hoses if I wanted, so couplers. But theoretically, you would just want to order 200 or 300 feet of hose. It's going to be cheaper that way for one, and you want to, you know, do 200 feet or something like that of this hose, and then another 100 feet of water-fed pole line, which I unfortunately can't show you because I don't have it with me, but it's a very thin hose. And the reason of that is you create a back pressure system. So, you know, bigger diameter, and then you slowly get smaller and smaller and smaller, and you create a back pressure. Shout out to Journey of a New Entrepreneur. Sorry, Bobby, I just realized that. Shout out to Journey of a New Entrepreneur. Appreciate that. John is the rich man's Opie of Sam Crow. So, you know, for guys who understand pure water window cleaning, here, this totally makes sense what I'm showing you. But if you're not, see, I'll show you that's my window cleaning cart right there. So it's filtering, and it's just going straight into here. Now what I want is a big 300-gallon tank in the corner here of the garage, and this thing, we know, with a Hudson float valve, and this thing just keeps that tank full all the time. And then we can just pull this up and transfer the pure water into here. And I tested the water in here. It's still 0 pp. It's actually 1 ppm. And this tank wasn't like completely clean. There's still stuff floating in there a little bit. I just couldn't reach it. So, I mean, it was a used tank. We've had water in there. We've had bleach in there. Like, but it was the cleanest tank I had. So basically, anyone who knows the pure water window cleaning, they totally get this as they're watching, and it's simple. But if you don't understand how pure water window cleaning works, you're probably like, what the fuck is this? But we're gonna put it to use tomorrow. Fingers crossed everything works. I got the kids here. Thankfully I got this awesome girl I've been seeing as of late. She just cooked lasagna for dinner. She's watching all the kids up there. Might be a keeper, boys. I'm just kidding, she's pretty good. Oh, shout out Benjamin Baker. You guys are fucking awesome, man. I love Team Wash Life. You make me cry. It's a beautiful thing, man. But yeah, she picked the kids up for me so I could get this finished because it's been a crazy week. But tomorrow we're doing this job. And I guess if all else fails, if for whatever reason this doesn't work, I'm gonna bring the cart with me so we can just do it the old-fashioned way, which takes longer, but we're moving in the right direction. I'll be bummed if it doesn't work. So it's gonna be a cool job tomorrow. It's basically a construction cleanup. You know, we're not surface cleaning, but high volume, rinsing all the nasty debris from construction left over on all the brick and the ground and stuff. And then we're cleaning the windows inside and out. Should be an all-day gig. So. But I just want to show you guys that. I might go grab me. Let's see the comments. Yeah, I like the Tucker carts. I hate dragging them around. But yeah, this is a really I mean, theoretically, Bobby, all you have to do is hop out of the truck, flip the switch, you know, the alligator clips, and it's got a little switch. Flip the switch, pull your hose out with your water-fed pole, and you got the brush on the glass in 30 seconds. I mean, this is, a lot of you guys who follow me on like Facebook and stuff, you might know I'm doing the dollar window cleaning, $1 per pane window cleaning, exterior cleaning. So I needed something very, very, very fast in order for that to make any sense whatsoever, you know? I gotta give a shout out to Benjamin Baker though. You're always tuning in on the YouTube and commenting, so appreciate that. Oh wow, there's not a lot, but what's up Carlos, what's up Mikey? Getting into roof washing, looking for the right up, set up and spray as much possible from the ground. Dude, I do all the woodworking with this badass Craftsman battery powered tool set. It was like, I don't even think it was $500. I want to say it was like $300 or $400. It's worth its weight in gold. It's like one of my favorite phrases. This truck and that Craftsman tool set are probably the most valuable assets. BB for the win. Benjamin Baker for the win. Alright guys, well, I hear my kids stomping around upstairs. Oh, check out this light, by the way, before we sign off. It's so bright you can't even see, but it's like this big, and it just screws into a normal outlet, and when you flip the switch, there's like a delay of like 2 seconds, and then it kicks on, and then like 5 seconds later, there's like a fan in there. It's like whoosh, but it's like the brightest light I've ever owned, and it screws right into a normal outlet. I got it from a buddy who works at some wholesale light supply place. They get like free samples and really cool stuff. Awesome, awesome. Hey, and I mean, anyone who's looking to do EDDM, you got to contact me for our pricing. I was shocked at what we can do for pricing. We had someone contact us for 20,000 EDDM flyers, and I don't want to start saying too much, but give us a call if you're looking for EDDM, because they how can I word this without getting myself in trouble? Maybe I just shouldn't say anything at all. Alright, I'm gonna go get food. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that. Yeah, I give myself so much anxiety when I'll book stuff, totally, completely not ready to do it. And I'm my best under pressure, man. I make shit happen when I'm under pressure. But then I'm like, wow, I should have like just worked on that when I had the time instead of, waiting. But all right, boys, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Peace. TeamWashLife.com.